Theseus Vasilius Tavros is a warrior cleric on a religious pilgrimage. His primary focus is to find an artifact that will help his home, the Minotaur city-state of Voskia, and the Order of the Maze that he represents as he traverses the world. In his order, he is called a navigator, a young adventurer who will find his place in the church and Voskian society through great deeds. Minotaurs are sometimes seen as primitive barbarians in Almora, but Theseus considers himself quite civilized. He enjoys solving problems, using logic in conflicts, and helping people navigate the labyrinth in acts of self-discovery. As he travels, he hopes that he can disprove the belief that all Minotaurs are evil and savage, and learn a thing or two along the way.
Barley Braun is a 3-foot-tall, 30-pound halfling rogue. He can easily be thrown. He is very self-serving and very individualistic, doesn't tend to get along well with others, but is so desperate for fun and entertainment in his own life that he is desperate for this kind of adventure. So he'll be interesting to play, I think.
Gaius Berzin is a human one-armed fighter who comes from the land of Hals. Years ago, he was a soldier in the Halsian army, until one day he comes home to his hometown of Ebonstone to find that his wife and children had been murdered in a raid from Valaris. He swore vengeance on those who killed his family, but in his rage, he loses his arm. He falls on hard times and hard drinks for a few years, but eventually he comes to realize that life is still worth living, and swears to live life to the fullest until he can meet his family again in the next life.
Hi everyone, my name is Christine, and I am playing Vita Teidai, pronouns they, them, a lizard folk wild magic sorcerer. They come from a community where there has not been a wild magic user in quite some time, so their magic is pretty out of control, and when they decided maybe they wanted to go see the world, their village was very excited about it. So now, Vita's just out roaming around trying to get their magic under control. And that's when they meet up with this party.
My name is Robbie, and I play Red in the Almora RPG campaign, along with his faithful companion and sidekick, Herschel. Red is a shifter ranger who grew up in Perea in a tiny little town called Aramor. One day, his entire town was destroyed. When he was 5, he eventually made his way to Nagual over near the coast. Some of his personality is that because he's been, just out hunting for a good portion of his life, he doesn't have the best social skills. He gets his stuff done. He's pretty quiet, but also determined and very methodical about getting it done, and super reliable about getting it done. He's gonna see it through. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.
So I play Rhythm, a Tabaxi druid. I grew up in a little town called Hazeldrum, which is on the border between Perea and Halls. I grew up there with my adoptive mother, a human woman who found me wandering in the forests when I was about a year old. She died a few years back, and I found out pretty darn quick that without her protection, I was not welcome in Hazeldrum anymore. So I've been wandering. I ran into some druids who taught me druidic magics and helped me harness some powers that I've had pretty much my entire life. But I've been sticking to the outskirts, avoiding towns and villages. But I ran into this Minotaur a little while ago named Theseus, who has been, making me wonder if I should give towns a second chance. So now he and I are trying to figure out what to make of life as two kind of strange creatures in this weird world. But that's me. That's Rhythm.
Theseus Vasilius Tavros is a warrior cleric on a
Hello,
religious
Internet. Welcome to Almora RPG, where a bunch of nerds do nerd stuff. Right now we're playing a version of D&D 5e where we are in the world of Almora doing questing shit. This group of people has just come together and had their first conflict in the context of the game, where we went to this town that had a problematic dwarf hotel that some of us stayed at, whereas some others opted to stay in the woods, where they ran into a farmer feeling feelings. Some pretty intense stuff was happening in his life, and asked our group to come and help him, where we ended up fighting a lot of scary scarecrows and a night hag person of sorts. But we found out just at the end of gameplay that this woman happened to be this farmer's missing wife. So that was fun. How was that for an intro?
Standing. Probably the best, most professional intro we've had so far.
Honestly, yes.
Honestly, yeah. All of votes for Christine to always do this.
No.
Oh, damn. Just me.
I know. Now that she's pro.
Oh god, I'm sure I missed something, but I feel like I got the important stuff.
I mean, technically, we didn't run into a farmer. The farmer just annoyed us enough that we ran into him.
Passive-aggressive problem solving?
Yeah.
Like, I guess I'll help you.
Oh god, shut up, I'll help you.
So.
All Vita knows is that she's blind and deaf, with smoke coming out of their lizard ears. Green smoke.
Yes.
You are standing at the crossroads of a farm with collapsed scarecrows surrounding you and the dead body of someone that Glenn the farmer just told you was his wife. What would you like to do?
What? Vita is not sure if anyone is still here.
I'm gonna
I don't
I'm
know
gonna
how to
go.
help her.
do I hear her like yelling this?
Them.
Right?
Them.
Them, yes. Do I hear them yelling this?
Yeah, you would.
Okay.
They don't hear themselves yelling it. It's a very surreal feeling.
Vita is just going to sit down. Hopefully this will go away.
I'm gonna go over to Vita and just like put my hand on their shoulder and like take their hand and put it on my shoulder. And I'm just gonna walk. Like we're walking arm in arm.
You're being seeing-eye dogged right now by a cat.
Great.
Also can't
Seeing
see.
eye
I'm gonna ask for someone to help me tend to Herschel because he is pretty badly wounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna see that Rhythm is taking care of Vita, and I'm gonna look over and see Herschel is on the ground, and I'm gonna clop up to Herschel in red. I guess I missed all of this. Let me see what I can do. I'm gonna cast a second level cure light wounds.
In 5e, it's just cure wound.
Yeah, I realized that now, and that's 15 points of health.
Well, Herschel is
Nice.
fully restored. He appreciates it. He
Hell
does
yeah.
these little cat things that they do to show appreciation.
Yeah, I'm totally gonna be scratching his head.
I'm going to ask the farmer dude if he is certain that
He
is his.
Sobbing
wife.
over the body right now. He doesn't hear you.
I'm going to put my one arm on his shoulder and be like, "It's all right, man. Let it out."
Guys, is the person for this farm to be next to you right now.
I'm gonna look at Rhythm and I'm gonna go. Can we go to sleep now?
I mean, I think so, unless his crying's gonna keep us up.
I'm just gonna shh at you.
But I just said a fact.
Glenn, the farmer, slowly kind of picks himself up. He's had a minute to process this. He does that thing when you're trying to stop crying, where he takes in a deep breath and he looks up and he's like, "Well, I guess I owe you guys something for the help. Either way, I Yes, let's go back to the house. And he without asking or waiting, starts walking towards the farmhouse.
I go with
Vita,
him.
Vita messages Rhythm. What happened? Vita still cannot hear or see.
Ooh, yeah, that works because it's in her head.
Yep.
Their head. Yes. I respond back. The hag was his wife. Wait, oh god, how many words do I have? Thank you. So the hag was his wife. He's really sad. But we can go to sleep now.
Wait a minute.
You've got
thought
9
wife
more
was me.
words.
Okay. I thought
I'm not
wife was
Jester. I don't
missing.
need to
Okay.
use all of the all of the words.
Just letting you know you had the option.
Thank you.
Was not wife missing? Did they not disappear?
Are you recasting message?
Oh, I have to do it individually?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're like that. Okay.
It's a one-way
It's a
walkie-talkie.
one back
One-way
and
walkie-talkie.
forth.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
We're about to go to sleep, so
Yeah. Vita wants to go back to hotel. Wants to go
As
back to
you-
the nest.
as you are headed towards the farmhouse, you do slowly start to notice light coming back into your eyes.
Thank goodness.
It's about a 10-minute duration, so
I will probably pass like Vita's seeing eye cat ship over to being seeing eye cow ship.
Cool.
Go to Theseus. Be like, hey, I think they want to go back in the house. Red and I are gonna go back to camp.
I'd like to talk to the farmer real quick before we leave.
You guys are walking with them.
I don't
Yeah.
know if I can communicate that to. Yeah.
Vita knows that they're going to go with you because they're very curious now. So they follow the farmer.
Okay.
Vita hears the soft crunch of up-tilled dirt start to come back to their ears as well.
Great.
Things are slowly coming back.
Bah. Bah.
Can you hear me?
It's fuzzy, but Vita hear noises now. This is good.
That is good. What happened?
Magic.
Okay, that checks out.
Vita's
This
magic.
is not incorrect.
So, maybe a 3-minute walk. You guys are going across the field. He gets into the farmhouse. He just goes in and he pulls down a chest from a shelf that is relatively high up, puts it down, and he just starts counting out gold pieces. He looks at each of you and he's like, okay, I don't have a lot. I could give you 10 gold each.
Okay. Vita is going to cast another message to Theseus and say, Vita does not feel right about taking grieving man's money.
Maybe you could forego my friend and I's share for this.
I headed back to camp with
Yeah.
Rhythm, so
She's
we're
got
not even worried about money. We just
Oh, you guys went back to outside of town.
Yeah, we just wanted.
Yeah, we
Okay.
went back
We
to
just wanted to sleep.
campsite. We're just like,
So-
yeah, job's done. Now we can sleep.
What you're telling me is that you split the party.
Yes.
Interesting.
Oh, no.
Oh God.
Okay, so there's Barley and Gaius left. I'm assuming you guys are with Theseus and Vita.
I'm with the farmer.
So with Theseus and
Yeah.
Vita.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barley.
I guess I'm not taking the money.
Yeah, I'm gonna forego the payment too. This guy's been through a lot and he has to feed his children, so
Red and I are just at camp, like, I wonder if they got paid for this. Oh well, sleep.
I was already passed out. I heard nothing of what she said. Herschel is keeping watch. He's recently reinvigorated from the healing.
Fair enough.
Brian.
I'm assuming.
Hang on, I've got a DM question from Christine.
Oh, no, I was just going to assume roleplay again, but go ahead, Theseus.
Do you have any rites or customs that you wish to perform for your wife?
I guess I'll have to go talk to the village priest in the morning. Hey, actually, I hate to ask anything more of you, but you're a lot larger than I am. Is there any chance you could help get the body up here?
Yes, I can do that.
Vita
Okay.
will go with you. Vita wants to investigate the body because they were taken away before they could actually get a look at this person.
Yeah, sure. So,
Vita's interested in doing like an Arcana check or something.
couple of minutes walk back. The guy is kind of hesitant to really get too close. He tries to make small talk like he's okay with Theseus, but like it's very obvious he's in shock, kind of thing. Roll an investigation check.
Come on, buddy. Nat 1.
Okay. So
Wait.
yeah, you can still add your.
I got an 18 on mine.
Okay. Yeah, and you'll be carrying it. You'll be able to find some stuff too. Let's see what Christine's modifier.
While this is happening, I'm gonna let Stream Chat know that we break the rules all the time here because they said rule number 1 is to never split the party. But
Oh yeah, no, we break the rules.
We do have a lot of house rules, and we do break a lot of rules, but also never split the party it's a good rule.
Meh.
Okay. Noted.
Here we go.
Everybody gonna die.
Misty Step only goes like a few feet, guys.
Yeah. And this guy's farm was probably a 10-minute walk away, so I mean, it's not like you guys are gonna like run across the field and see each other.
We're fine.
Fine, it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
So the vampire sees two people sleeping by themselves.
luckily, there's an alert panther there, so.
Mm-hmm.
Lag. Okay.
So, Christine, what was your roll plus modifier?
Plus mod of 2.
Okay, so it's plus 1. So, Christine, to your investigation roll, you do at least notice the obvious, which is that this is not... So this wasn't a hag. This was still a relatively attractive woman who might have been going down the hag path, may have gotten roped into a certain crowd of hags, but was a newly converted magic-using lady. So... are you looking for specific items or information, Theseus?
No, I'm kind of trying to figure out if she's human, if it's if there's any kind of arcane markings or something like that, or
she is human. She has
indicators as to what she is.
Yeah, she is human. She has a component pouch with various odds and ends for casting spells. She is, she's a little dirty. She lives outside, but like you can tell that this hasn't been her entire life.
Okay. Can Vita make an Arcana check to see like if they can deduce anything about what kind of magic this is, or like so they can imprint on it and see when they're sensing it again, if that makes sense?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll Arcana check.
God damn it. 10.
That's okay. It's not a super high DC.
No.
So, it's a lot of pretty basic stuff that you notice that she was using and that you see the components for. There's Rhythm's favorite, which was sleep. There is a lot of like, obvious kind of textbook things. Magic missile, detect magic. She has the materials for detect magic. Ray of enfeeblement is one that she would have used, that kind of stuff. It's these kind of really basic things.
Right. Okay, so my question is, she's going down the Hagen path. Why come back for her husband? Why? why would she return to target him unless this was like an initiatory thing?
It's a fair question. Does anybody who is still standing around remember why that might have happened?
Yeah, he cheated on his wife
Oh.
before, like, and when she went missing, he stopped. But he had been cheating on his wife. Which doesn't give her the right to, like,
This was an
fuck up the
overreaction.
farm and potentially harm her own children.
Right,
Like,
Vita agrees.
But because, I don't know, because she went down the hag path, you sort of, like, you lose yourself a little.
5e needs to come out with an expansion for warlocks that's just called Path of the Hag.
Path of the Hag.
Yeah.
Path of the
Probably
Hag!
in the homebrew on D&D Beyond.
That's true. I guess I could make that, couldn't I? Anyway. So yeah, Theses, you're picking up the body, carrying it to the farmhouse. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do?
I'm trying to console the farmer, so I'm gonna try to tell him that she wasn't your wife anymore. She was part of her was your wife, but she had lost herself because, like, I know you loved her and everything, but she was trying to kill you and your family. And like, I don't know your wife, but I don't think she would have wanted to harm her own children.
He looks at you and he goes, Have you ever lost anyone that's close to you?
And I'm gonna say I've lost both my wife and children. So
What would you do if they showed up in front of you right now?
Same thing you're doing.
Fair enough.
I'd be in shock. I'd cry. I'd yell, rage.
I think that's coming. I think that'll come later. I appreciate it. I'm not trying to be unappreciative. I'm not sure what to do.
If you wanted to punch me right in the face right now, I would not blame you.
No. There's been enough of that.
Like, if you ever need anything, and if we cross paths again, you just let me know. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to lose your loved one. I mean, the thing about my children and wife is, I didn't have a body to bury for any of them. There was an attack on my village, and there was just a mass grave, and I don't know. I couldn't tell you which body was one of theirs or not. But
well, hey, maybe they'll come try to kill you too later. Well, life's crazy like that.
It's true.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to process.
I got you, man. Just fair warning. Don't go down the path of the drink. Trust me, that leads nowhere.
I'll keep that in mind.
That's it. That's all I got.
Okay. Drop off the body. I'm assuming you guys are heading back to town.
One sec. I want to look at... I want to leave them, like, just tuck 20 gold somewhere in the house before I leave.
Okay.
Paragon points.
Sweet. That means later on in the game, you can use a blue dialogue option.
that sweet, sweet forbidden blue dialogue option. All right. So I guess we are making our way back to town.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, are you guys going back to the Hunter's Ale House
Yeah.
with Lib?
Vita wants their nest.
Okay. Okay. So you guys make it. You see Rhythm and Red camped out on the outskirts on the side of the road as you're headed in. Herschel nods.
He acknowledges.
Like old country boy nods.
Why not?
Okay.
Herschel's distinguished.
That's fine. No, I'm not. I'm just making sure I understand what's happening.
Their presence.
Gotcha.
I'm just imagining lounging cat. It's like,
Yeah, I'm just like I imagine like less of a nod and more of like a like surfer dude sup. Like the chin lift.
or the cat equivalent, a big slow.
Asada. Asada.
Sorry. Okay. Yes. The Hunter's Ale House. You see Lip behind the bar. He's like, "Oh, hey guys, everything? You guys need anything from us, or you good for the night?"
I'm just gonna look at him incredulously and walk upstairs.
Okay.
I think we're good.
You guys also you notice that there's a man sitting in the corner wearing temple robes, and he looks really worried. Like really worried. And he's like hunched up against the fire, kind of like jumpy and that kind of stuff as you walk by.
Vita is tired.
Okay, I'll...
Yeah, mentally Theseus looks over and is just like, nope, and then goes out to his room.
That's fine.
I'll go up to him and say, you seem distressed. What's the matter?
Have you ever had a dream about the world ending?
Vita
Oh,
stops
yes.
just at the base of the stairs. What?
Yeah.
It was one of those. And he just gets up and leaves.
But... Oh. Okay.
Vita looks over at Gaius. What was that?
Nope. Don't ask
said,
that. No.
He said he had a bad dream.
Hell no.
About what, Gaius?
Double hell no.
End of the world type thing, kind of like ours. I'm
Oh,
sure.
so it's not just us.
No. 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 Absolutely no. We just did that shit. Stop it.
Vita is sleeping. Vita is sleeping. Do not get this twisted. But Vita is definitely concerned.
That's...
Barley is drinking into a stupor and passing out. Fuck this. No,
Right.
thank you.
Yeah, I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
now. I'm not gonna chase
I'm already
that guy.
upstairs, hopefully trying to block this out.
Barley, if you're trying to get into stupor drunk, mark off 5 silver.
All right,
That's what you
fine.
have to pay Lib.
Wait, are you sure it doesn't take less than that?
Well, for a practiced drunk, no. It
Practice
takes a lot.
halfling drunk.
Exactly.
Yeah, if it were a human, it would be a full gold.
Oh my god.
Fair enough.
We're talking
that
like a
tolerance
good
level,
few,
man.
good few rounds in kind of thing. So
As I drink from my strong jaw ale glass pint.
okay, you guys
Long
can
rest?
give
They come
yourself
in
a long rest.
Long rest.
Yes. Woo!
Yeah.
Do
Rest.
Sweet,
do
sweet
rhythm,
hit
and I have
points.
to roll for watches and stuff.
No, you're right
Cool.
outside of a town. You're fine.
Wait.
So you awake on the morning of
Long
Kaze.
rest.
When? What are we doing? What
Awake
days?
on the morning of Kaze the 9th, Hermit's Day.
Oh, it's my favorite day.
Vita peers out from under a nest of pillows and hisses at the morning.
Another glorious morning. Makes me
Vita
sick.
sick.
All the witches in the chat.
She said the thing.
She said the thing.
The thing.
Amok.
Damn.
Chris, Vito, was that Hounds of Hellas?
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And I'm drinking from a straw because I'm fancy.
Ooh.
Oh hell yeah!
Very nice.
You got Pinky out. It's not
Best
fancy.
believe.
Oh, there we go.
For true fans.
All right, so morning.
Morning comes. Lib is up bright and early, cleaning up the previous night's festivities.
80% of it barley.
80% of the festivities were barley, or 80% of the mess is barley.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Fair enough.
So, like barley is asleep in the main area.
Okay.
Like for some reason there's just like shit everywhere that like shouldn't be there. Like, I don't know, pieces of wood, like half of a cart. I don't know. It's just like some very
Half of a cart. Which half? The front, back, or is it split down the middle?
clearly it's the ass.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you guys see Barley passed out in the common room apparently. As you head downstairs.
Do I see that weird
Wait,
priesty
who
guy?
wakes up first? Would it be Vita or
You don't see the weird priesty guy. What was the question again, Theseus?
who would have woken up first?
It's definitely not Vita. Roll a d20, Gaius and Theseus, just to see.
Oh.
I got a 4.
11.
Kitty.
Gaius then. Gaius gets up, starts doing weapon bonding shit.
Word up. Also, there's a
Little
cat.
squeaky cat.
Void baby.
Oh, tiny
Vivian?
darkness.
Come hither!
Aw.
I require snuggles!
Oh, that's just a baby
She
cat.
never come.
Okay, I gotta stop commenting on cats.
This stream is like 40% cats at this point.
Yeah, full
Honestly.
cat content. We have an honorary cat member of our party, so
We don't have enough
We have-
dogs.
You could bring dogs.
I mean, look, dogs get a lot of attention as it is. This is fine. We'll balance it out.
I'm a dog person, but I have a cat.
Yeah,
That's okay.
dogs are great. We're gonna balance the content scales here.
Ranger's nowhere to be seen,
Yeah.
so.
So yeah,
Teddy.
Gaius is up first, doing his weapon bonding stuff. Then eventually Theseus comes to and sees, because you guys shared a room, right? The two of you.
Yeah.
So you see Gaius doing some stuff with his weapons in the corner of the room.
Okay, gotcha.
Just the one weapon.
I
Yeah,
thought you had offhand as well.
I
And no, I haven't done that with an offhand yet.
Because you can't.
oh shoot.
Exactly.
Anyway,
This was
Yeah,
the wall that was the joke. And
I kind of come to. I look
Yeah.
over it. I look over at Guy. Ask, what are you doing?
Weapon bonding.
What's weapon bonding?
Oh, it's so that I can't drop my weapon, and if I ever need it, I can teleport it straight to my hand.
hella
This
cool.
must be some Eldritch Knight kind of magic then.
It is. Like
Yeah,
in the middle of
do
speaking,
it every
I'm
day?
still doing mantras. Yeah, I do this every day. Try to keep it within 24 hours at least, so I don't like to lose my weapons whenever I need them. Also, I can
Okay.
throw them and then teleport back to my hand.
Did you see Bartley?
But, I don't think Burley came in last night.
Hmm. Theseus gets up and stomps out of the room.
Okay.
And I guess
So-
he goes into the main area.
Yeah, you go downstairs into the main area, and Lib is like, "Hey, could you get your friend?"
Vita opens their door at the sound of the clopping.
Okay.
And follows them downstairs.
What time is all this
Okay.
occurring?
This is
Theseus,
not long after sunrise, kind of thing.
We'd probably be getting up.
Theseus smiles kind of triumphantly because he gets correctly where Bart. And he nods it at Lib. He's still trying not to laugh, but he walks over to where Barley is on the ground.
Okay.
Or in a chair, like wherever you passed out.
Cloak
I
is
think
just
that's
like over him.
Yeah, it's a Barley choice. Where do you want to be passed out?
Dealer's choice.
On a table.
Okay.
Possibly. Would be.
Splayed out
Full
on
one
of the
arm over the back, Family Guy
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
Okay. That's where you
Yeah,
find Barley.
Theseus walks up and just kind of like pokes you in the shoulder like a few times.
Shit. What do you want?
Barley. So I need to put you somewhere not here because I think you're gonna disrupt business.
What?
What
No.
business?
What are you talking about?
Vita just fully picks up Barley and takes them over their shoulder like a child and walks outside.
That works.
Sunshine.
Damn it. All right.
He has a lot of practice with this.
Lot of tiny children. They're so used
Meanwhile, back at the campsite, I've
Rhythm
been
and
up.
Red.
We're already. Me and Herschel are already up. Herschel and I don't know, man. Grammar. But
What grammar?
Yeah, fuck Grim.
Me and Hirsch.
yeah, we're already up, and I'm gonna.
Join us next week when the gang wages war against
Yeah.
grammar.
Don't
I'm
like
a
We
whip
already knew
user.
don't like speak good.
I hate
But I
them.
Oh,
ask
fuck
Rhythm.
letters.
I'm gonna go near the gate. I'm not gonna go into town, but I'm gonna go near the gate and wait for them to.
There's no real gate. This is think like Deadwood style, very small, just buildings popped up where they could be kind
I'm
of
gonna
thing.
go to the edge of town, and wait
Okay.
for
Mhm.
the rest of the group to appear.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'll like throw all my stuff in the haversack
We-
and go down to like the edge of town, and I'll just like sit and start like sharpening my daggers and like the points on my mace and
Yeah.
shit.
Gotcha.
I think before we like leave the tavern, I'm probably gonna find like a patch of dirt outside and do my morning rituals and get all my spells and everything.
Okay, so
Do I
chances are.
see-
Go ahead.
Do I see a priest guy out here?
You don't. It's a small town, and you could probably see most of the inhabitants starting their day, but none of them look like that dude.
Oh well.
So chances are that Gaius and Vita would meet up with Rhythm and Red first, while Theseus takes a few moments to himself.
Yep.
Barley on Vita's shoulder, so technically also meeting
I
up with
see
the
all
rest of the group.
this.
I feel like at this point they're just balanced and sitting like Captain Morgan on my shoulder with an elbow on my head.
They walk up and
Squawk.
I see all this as it should be.
Hey, you survived without us. How
I
was
was more worried about you guys.
How was that? And I point just in the general direction of town.
Vita's pillow nest was adequate.
Ah,
Wait, you used more than one. Why do you use more than one pillow? You just need to
Vita has
put your
reason.
head on some. Okay, I mean, fine. That makes sense.
No, they remind Vita of siblings. Usually there's big pile when Vita is home. We just all sleep in one big pile. It's nice.
Rhythm is very confused at the idea of like sleeping in physical contact with anyone else.
I mean, Vita is cold-blooded, so nice way to help everyone keep body heat because it's cold in the desert at night. You know.
Okay, practicality. That makes sense. Okay, cool.
Oh, that's
cool.
why. That's what rhythm meant. Okay.
Cuddle puddle.
But it's a bunch of like scary reptilian cuddle puddle. So with random frills extending in their sleep. Yeah.
It reminds Gaius of his kids. Just this whole conversation, because they would sleep in different beds, but then always wind up in the same bed.
So adorable.
Rhythm has no idea what the idea of siblings is.
Eventually, just through the course of banter, Theseus does walk back up to the rest of the group.
Clop, clop.
Got my shield shouldered over my chainmail shoulders. So, I guess we're continuing northeast from here?
Well, hang on. Gaius heard something interesting from someone who looked like a priest or cleric.
Yeah, some guy had a dream about the world ending. He told us about that. Just that.
Wonder if it was anything like our dream.
I
You
don't
guys
know.
didn't investigate that further?
Maybe there are other people sensitive.
I'm inclined to say we should stick on the path that we've set ourselves on, but maybe they're the same dream.
I mean, something about the world ending, I think.
It felt too timely.
I'm gonna.
Who said this to you guys?
Some weird priest guy that's nowhere to be seen.
I'm gonna put this out there because I think maybe somebody will agree, but if it was the same dream that we had or similar, we'll probably see him again.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We'd be on the same path if he was taking it as a
unless
whole
they're
mission.
smart and they just ignore it and go about their regular lives.
Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do.
Well, what if, people aren't smart? We could ask around town before we leave, and at least, I guess.
And
Yeah.
Wait, you mean we're not leaving? That's why we waited.
And if we're wrong, then only some third-person omniscient intelligent designer will be able to laugh at us for missing this. So.
Look, if it turns out it's not our end of the world dream and it's some other world dream, we'll just keep walking.
Yeah, not every end of the world is about you guys.
Wait, who said that? What was that? What, was that a voice that just said that to us?
God,
just a townsfolk walking by, sick of your guys' self-centeredness.
I agree with that dude. Let's go.
Hey, that dude, wait, hang on. Aside from the selfishness.
Yeah, hey, what's up?
Have you seen a priest guy around here?
Which, you're going to have to be more... There are so many priests in the world, you got to be more specific.
There would be a troubled-looking cleric-type guy looking, troubled last night. You see anybody like that around?
This town isn't that big. Surely you've seen a few priests.
Well, no, I mean, they come and go. They travel a lot, that kind of thing. So, you never know.
That's fair.
You never know who you're going to see. But someone who lives here doesn't fit that description. I can give you that. But, I mean, people stop into that
All right.
weirdo's ale house every now and then, and...
Yes, Vita found that place to be slightly problematic.
Yeah, so did the townsfolk, but it didn't stop him.
No, that doesn't seem to stop him, no. Okay, Vita is bored.
Yeah.
Vita wants to go.
Yeah, that's...
I'm gonna go ask Lib real quick.
Okay. Hey, what can I do for you? Hey, also, can you help me carry this half of a cart outside? I'm very small. And I don't know how the person who's basically the same size as me got it in here in the first place.
Halfling magic.
That is a really good question. Theseus says as he picks up the cart.
Yeah.
One
Just
arm.
throw it out back.
Like single-handedly.
Yeah.
Just like toss it over your shoulder.
So I have a question, actually.
What can I do
the
for you?
priestly gentleman who was the priestly gentleman that was in here last night. Who was that? Did you get any?
I'm not sure. He came in for a drink or two, sat by the fire, and then he left when he spoke to your guys' one-armed friend.
Racist.
Ableist?
Yeah.
It's something.
Bigots?
I feel like Theseus and Lib both did like a turn to like look at guys like.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a name. I mean, he didn't want to talk a whole lot, so.
It's good enough for me.
Okay, Vita has
Okay.
one question.
Yep, I guess that'll have
Any
to-
sigils, any symbols of any sort of deity, they seem to be sort of cleric. So, did you notice anything?
Nothing symbol-wise. The robes didn't look like any church I'd ever seen before. No priest to have come through here, anything like that either, though. So, I assumed he was from far away.
Stream chat has answered your question about how the person of the tavern tender's size got the cart in there. You've
please.
never seen a barbarian halfling?
Never seen a barbarian halfling.
Yeah.
Well, but this is a rogue, so like
Shh. I'm kind of a barbarian.
when you're drunk, you become barbarian. Make that canon.
Yay.
Love it.
Gets really drunk and just goes into a fucking rage.
Oh,
New
fuck.
multi-class
Makes sense.
mechanic.
Accurate.
But yeah, no, he's just like, yeah, no, he didn't seem like anyone I'd seen before. So anyway, hey, are you guys going anywhere? Like if you guys come back through here and you guys meet any like dwarves or like get any cool dwarven stuff, can you stop in?
No.
Sure.
Okay, getting
Maybe.
some mixed signals here.
No.
Maybe
No.
is the answer you
No.
get.
No.
Well,
No,
just
no.
just think of old Lib when you think of dwarves, because
No. No.
I'm gonna forget about this whole
I
encounter.
don't like that guy.
get
Vita
out of here.
I'm out
Not
of here.
often stuck in this town. Okay, bye guys.
No.
Barley is saying what Vita is thinking.
Theseus kind of stares admonishingly at Barley, but just like, okay.
I'm not gonna fuel that guy's misguided racism. Sorry.
So
Appropriatism.
can we head out now?
Yeah.
Are you
Yes.
Yeah,
Vita
let's
is
is your
ready.
curiosity satisfied?
go.
Yep.
Ask
Going northeast from here.
West.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys have the map?
West.
Did I have the map in here last time?
I don't know.
If there's a place you gotta go, I'm the one
you guys are
know. I'm the map.
A lot of attention.
God.
Love it.
Swipe or no swiping.
Robbie, do you have that file readily available, or should I try to put it in
I
chat?
can put it.
Or was it already in chat?
Talking about the map of the island. I'll just
Celia,
put it in
yes.
this-
Celia is in chat if you guys scroll up a little bit on Skype.
Found it.
So that's the island you're on.
I figured out how to use
We're on
it.
an
I think I have a
island.
slight
Yeah?
lag.
We're an island, man?
Like it's a little delayed.
Say that again, Patrick.
I was just saying, like, I think I have a slight delay when I
Yes.
talk.
Okay, yeah.
A little bit.
Just a little bit,
Signal's a little choppy for me too, so if I ask you to repeat something, that's why.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, so you guys are in Bornhill.
Let me try.
Yeah. Yep. Northwest. Let's go.
You're going to Vino.
Vino.
Danny DeVino.
All right.
Hell yeah. Do we see anything along the way?
That's a good question. I need everybody to roll a nature check.
Oh.
La, la, la,
Rolls.
la, la, la.
I was gonna say,
Or survival.
Wait.
That was higher.
with my keen mind, I'll help like
Ooh.
helm the directional
16
Like-
for survival.
whatever.
Okay.
Let's see. Let me make sure I
25
know the number.
survival.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that'll do it. I got a
15.
16.
Okay.
15.
19 on survival.
Hell yeah.
Good
We're never
wizards.
gonna die. We're gonna survive forever.
Oops. I got a 12.
Real quick, let me check the calendar.
Oh my god, the Tron soundtrack. Yes.
Also, chat, Danny DeVito would definitely be a dwarf,
Oh yeah.
not a
That should
halfling.
just go without saying.
Aw.
That yeah.
I'll allow it.
I could see a
You're
gnomish
welcome.
Danny DeVito too, though. Like a tinkering gnomish with the little gut.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
could see
He's
that.
definitely.
I cannot unsee him as a satyr though.
Gilbert Gottfried
Hercules.
Hobbit. I mean, halfling.
Yeah, Satyr too. Yeah, there
Gotta
you
get ready for the
I can't unsee Danny
games.
DeVito from saying that he wants to be pure on It's Always Sunny. That's the...
Yeah, rolling around on the floor in his
He
underwear.
will always be the trash man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I offer you an egg in this troubling time?
One thing about him is that he started out in theater makeup. He was going to school to learn theater makeup.
That's
And
how he
that's
got the
where
gig
it
as the
started.
Penguin in Batman. Because he did his own
Also-
notes.
Also, DeVito at Pride is the most beautiful, wholesome thing ever.
I'm sorry, what?
Pictures of him at Pride are freaking beautiful.
All right, well, guys, welcome to the Danny DeVito stream.
You haven't seen pictures of me at Pride.
Okay,
my
back
bad.
up your dice. We're talking Danny DeVito.
I hate you all.
Next time on Inclement Weather.
Yeah, apparently.
I hate you all.
Okay, so with those high survivor rolls, you guys make it relatively easily to Vino. After about 3 days worth of travel, you appear on the outskirts of town on Kaze the 11th, Stars Day. And as you approach town, a healthy-looking dog runs past with a laughing boy in pursuit. Things seem peaceful here. You notice that it is mostly half-elf, a couple of other different folks. Probably a little bit smaller than Bourne but generally the same vibe, just higher up on the coast. Little rockier than Bourne Hill. Bourne Hill had a lot of farms around it. This is an area that's clearly again survives off of ships that need to stop off for repairs or supplies real fast, that kind of thing. So, what would you guys like to do?
Let me think real quick. Should we stop off at a tavern? See if we get any news on the road.
Sure.
Sounds legit.
Who's watching Barley when you go into the tavern?
Designated
there-
babysitter.
I was about to say I
but
need to
fair.
replenish one of my jars, so I might as well go in and fill it and then leave.
Fair enough. You guys make your way into town, and you see.
I feel like
Yes,
Red
Red?
needs to be watching Barley at this point. Barley only has enough time to drink as far as Rhythm is in there. And then they leave.
Oh yeah. No, as soon as I'm out, Barley stops drinking. That's the rule.
Aww. That's fair, I guess.
See how much you can get in.
Stream chat's
Oh,
giving
I'm
away
out.
all
Get it
of the DM's secrets right now.
What do they say this time?
You want to take this one, Allie?
Red
Oh,
flag, immediate red flag. Why would the DM tell us about a healthy puppy and boy and emphasize healthy?
Oh no.
It's
Oh
called
man,
world building, baby.
Red flag.
what is it? Chekhov's boy and dog. They're gonna return in the second act.
Oh
Something's
god.
horribly wrong. They're the reason someone dies. I don't know.
Oh,
they're the first to go.
a grotesque monster will grow from them.
Jokes on
Oh,
chat.
no.
I just wrote introductory sentences for a lot of the small towns that don't have a lot of distinguishing characteristics. So
So
That's what you want us to think.
That's fair.
chat's turning all of us against everyone now.
that's what they're there for. You guys make your way to town and you see a sign for the Winch's Cup. And it's a tavern that talks about its old-fashioned ciders. You see signs everywhere. It's, oh, we got old-fashioned ciders. About 3 stories. Seems clean enough.
Apple juice? Fermented apple juice?
Vito's heard
It's very
of this.
sweet.
That sounds great.
Sounds very
I can
false.
more of it because it's just apple juice.
Cheese are gonna kill.
I look at barley and say that's not how fermentation works.
Shh, it does now.
Okay.
I'm gonna
Alright.
go up to the bar and
Okay. As you walk in, you notice that there are exotic weapons and armor on the wall. Everything's really not like bougie, but just like really nice looking. It's a very well put together place. There is a stage, like a relatively large stage on the opposite end of the bar, from on the building. And as you get close to the bar, you do notice that there is like a treasure chest looking thing sitting in one of the stools next to you guys as you walk up and see an old long white-haired man with ponytail. Think Geralt of Rivia shirt when he's like in his white, kind of sort of dirty but still looks pretty classy.
Oh.
You know what I mean. Interview with a vampire but less cringy, that kind of thing.
Okay.
gotcha.
He steps up and he goes, "Hey, what can I do for you?"
Hey, any news on the road ahead? We just came from Borneo.
Which way are you guys headed?
Ooh, let me look on my
Northeast.
Yeah.
just northeast. Headed that way.
Not a whole lot. I mean, the forest north of us keeps us relatively well isolated. All we hear is from the ships, and there haven't been a whole lot of those lately.
Not so many ships.
Yeah. They don't need repairs the way they used to. They get better at keeping them up.
What's in that chest?
The
Vito
chest,
wanted to ask.
the chest slowly turns itself at you.
Ah!
It.
A mimic's mouth opens up, and he goes, "Oh, hey, I'm Greg."
Hello,
Damn it.
Greg.
I mean,
Live in-
hello. Damn it.
Oh, hey, no. Okay, so we lost Patrick.
Hang on for a second, everybody.
Ah!
He's back. We're good.
There.
Yay!
Ah.
I'm hoping that'll fix it.
Rage
Oh.
quit at the mimic.
I'm out.
Over the mimic. Yeah, I'm hoping this will
was
improve connection
strong.
issues because it's like anytime we like get into like exposition or dialogue, it goes all over the fucking place.
Oh no.
So yeah, the Greg, the mimic, says, "Oh, you guys are clearly uncomfortable, and I understand why. No. I'm not here to trick anybody or hurt anybody. I'm just trying to make my way here in Vino."
Pardon,
Yeah.
Greg. How do you get about? You are fascinating.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just control the chest that way. It's
Are there like many tiny little legs that just? Oh wow! Vita's fangirling. They're fully.
it's more of like a light hopping.
Oh.
Yeah.
You don't have the pseudopods to help you get around?
No, we're not one of those. Well, I mean, I do have pseudopods, but they're not to get there. It's not to help me get around. It's how I.
Right.
If you're
Well, where are you
I-
headed,
You're
Greg?
right. This was rated M for mature, right?
Yes.
Never
Yes.
mind.
No, go ahead, Sarah.
Something about pseudopod. What?
Just
What are those
Yes.
for? Well, you see, when a mommy mimic and a daddy mimic love each other very much. I'm done.
I need you to finish that.
Pull out the old monster manual and
Theseus-
see what the birth disease looks like for mimics.
Theseus kind of stares over at Barley and just kind of like curls up like one side of his like.
Where are you from,
Can I
Greg?
roll?
Oh well. To guys, I was well, born in a dungeon like most mimics are. But I just decided that wasn't the life for me, you know? My parents really liked eating adventurers, and, you know, look, it's delicious the first couple of times, but I just feel like there's more out there. Realized I hopped my way to the top of the dungeon, and there was a sky? That was awesome. So I've just been seeing, I'm seeing what else we can find out here, you know?
Vita pulls out this battered scrapbook and a quill and very timidly says, "Vita is making scrapbook of all of interesting people and individuals that they meet." Yes, Vita thinks you are very interesting. Would you sign Vita's scrapbook?
Its
Vita
tongue
wants
wraps around the quill and immediately just scratches Greg on the scrapbook.
Thank you so much. Vita cannot wait to tell siblings about this story. This is crazy. Put scrapbook away.
I've never seen a mimic before. I've only heard stories, so like, I really don't know like a whole lot about you. Are you guys supposed to be like? I don't know. It seems weird. Like you're able to speak and.
You know, I guess that's fair. I mean, it's a little frustrating that I have to explain to folks that I can speak because I'm an intelligent creature, but I also know that a lot of my family members and people like me do just kind of go straight to the chomping. So, yeah, no, we can speak, and you know, most of them are content where they're born, but I think every now and then there has to be more like me, right?
Hashtag not all mimics.
Hashtag not all mimics. Yes.
Like, how big is this chest?
Think comparatively to Barley, small Link, Ocarina of Time getting an actual treasure, like the end of the dungeon treasure. No, it is like the height of Barley, like from ground to.
I'm uncomfortable.
So we're talking
I
more
was
than
thinking
luggage.
I was thinking it was just a tiny jewelry box.
No, this is like a chest. Yeah.
So we're talking the luggage from Color of Magic and Terry Pratchett.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Love it. I knew I was right to be excited.
So
Rhythm
just
just
living
looks
here
at
in
the
town?
bartender. Rhythm just looks at the bartender and is like, 2 of whatever is strongest, please.
I'm gonna look to the bartender and I'm gonna say, I need to try one of these ciders you guys are boasting about here.
All right, 3 ciders, 4 ciders. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'll take a cider.
4, 5 ciders.
Water for me and the
Are they
cat.
spiced? Like, what's the deal?
You need a water for you and the cat. No, it's just a cider.
You
but
have a bowl.
So we've got a forest up here. Do we have a bowl? Yeah, we've got a bowl. That's not an issue. We've got a forest up here. There's some, fruit trees and stuff like that we're able to get and make some pretty good ciders out of. Hang on just a second. So it was at 5 ciders and a bowl of water, right?
A bowl and a glass.
2
for
copper.
him, 1 for the cat.
Not a problem. 2 copper for each of the ciders.
So 4 copper for me because I'm getting 2.
Let me.
No one can hear you, Brian. You were away from them.
How many ciders is Barley getting?
Yeah, Barley.
Rhythm, how many ciders are you allowing?
So like, how how much can I get?
How
Two
much
copper-
can you drink before I walk out of the bar?
It's 2 copper per mug.
Oh. I guess 2 for me also.
Okay, so mark off 4 copper.
Okay.
Is water complimentary?
Yeah, no, I can just give you a glass of water, especially with your friends
I'll
buying.
throw
That's
in a
not big
copper
deal.
for the water anyway, because there's a bowl. It's a special
Okay.
special order.
Fair enough.
Okay. We have the ciders.
Yeah, you guys have ciders.
Okay.
Those mountains to you.
How does it taste?
For Gaius, it's delicious because you're used to the fruits in Halls being a lot less. They grow in less warm climates, and so they're, chalkier tasting than in southern climates, I guess. So this is a whole new level of flavor for you.
This is freaking delicious.
For Theseus and for Rhythm, it's also probably fine. Vita has probably never tasted anything like this before, and Vita can decide how they feel about that. For Barley, it's alcohol.
Vita is nonplussed, but they also want to drink because it's been a long day of walking. So it's kind of like that feeling when you try sour beer for the first time and you're like, oh, this is awful, but you keep drinking it.
Yeah.
Sour beers are the absolute best. So good.
And like you finish the beer thinking, okay, that was okay.
Greg the mimic he just sort of keeps talking to you guys because you will talk to him, and he's like, so where are you guys headed? What are you up to? You guys coming to live here in Vino? They're really accepting here. They let me stay.
No.
Yeah, we're headed up northeast-ish. We're just sort of... So we're on a quest type thing.
Don't go down any dungeons where their mimics are, because you'll get chomped.
That's very useful advice.
We'll try to
Thank
be
you,
careful about that. But like, do you live around here? Do you have your own house? Or...
I'm looking. Just trying to find a way to get some work and earn enough money to purchase somewhere to live. And
What sort of work does Greg
Back
want
to
to
your
do?
mimic life. Have some mimic children.
I'm sorry. There is a cat.
Oh my god.
She is aggressively giving me love.
Uh-oh. Hang on, everyone. Hang on, everybody. Everybody.
are we having?
Yeah, everybody
issues?
froze for like 5 seconds. Everybody hang on.
Oh,
Everybody's
no.
back.
Oh,
Everybody continue on.
hooray!
Okay. So, Greg, to answer the question that he remembers being asked right now,